Imagine ranking a doctor, a teacher, and a homemaker by perceived prestige. The hierarchy looks like this: doctor at the apex, teacher in the middle, homemaker at the base. We build this ladder using two metrics: projected income potential and the intensity of academic commitment. This brings us to three sisters from a single village: Sneha, Kavita, and Pooja. Despite their shared upbringing, they have chosen paths that inhabit these three distinct tiers of social ranking. This vertical system assumes that higher-ranked roles provide more value. But we have to ask, does that ranking hold up when a community faces a complex, real-world crisis? The sisters grew up within the quiet rhythm of village life. Long before they chose their individual professions, they operated as a small, local support system, relying on one another for the stability of their home. Sneha pursued medicine. Her path was defined by years of rigorous study and a singular focus on diagnosing and healing physical ailments within the community. Kavita chose education. She manages a dual mandate, delivering the required academic syllabus while simultaneously instilling the behavioral values her students need to navigate adulthood. Pooja became a homemaker. Her output is the creation of a disciplined, well-managed domestic environment. She ensures the household functions with the logistical precision required to support everyone living within it. These three paths place the sisters on vastly different levels of the prestige ladder. However, their divergent skill sets are about to converge in a scenario where those tiers disappear. The village eventually hosts a massive health and education camp. It's a chaotic, high-stakes event that forces medical treatment, public education, and large-scale logistics to happen at the exact same time. Sneha's role is highly specialized. She spends the day inside the medical tent, diagnosing illnesses and providing acute interventions for the crowds of patients. Simultaneously, Kavita uses the gathering to teach preventative hygiene. She works to ensure that once patients leave, they have the knowledge to avoid future infections. Pooja manages the infrastructure. She orchestrates the flow of the crowd, maintains the physical space, and secures food and water supplies, keeping the operation running. In this environment, the vertical hierarchy collapses. The success of the camp depends on a horizontal network, where each sister's contribution carries equal weight. Look how these roles interlock. Pooja's logistical order directly increases the efficacy of Sneha's medical treatments. Kavita's hygiene education acts as a necessary firewall, so patients don't return with preventable ailments. Finally, Pooja's camp management provides the organized physical workspace the specialists need. If you extract any one of these sisters, especially the often undervalued homemaker, the entire ecosystem fails. Each node is a structural requirement for the others. Watching the camp function, the village community realized that these disparate roles hold the same functional weight. The doctor, the teacher, and the organizer were all equally indispensable to the outcome. Evaluating human worth through the rigid lens of a prestigious title ignores the structural reality of how communities actually survive. A big post is a social label, not a measure of impact. Success is found in the honest and dedicated execution of whatever role an individual occupies within the larger system. It is measured by the integrity of the work itself. True value emerges through the path of service. A thriving society functions as a lateral ecosystem where every role is a necessary gear in a much larger machine.